Hi guys. So a few days ago, a Labour MP asked a question. Well, actually, he didn't ask a question in Parliament. That was the big problem here. He delivered a statement on Boris Johnson, which was true, but he wasn't asking a question, and he ran into trouble with the Speaker of the House. Now, they were talking about trade, and the International Trade Secretary Liz Truss was in Parliament to respond to questions. Unfortunately, the Labour MP didn't ask a question, and he got a bit of a talking to by the Speaker of the House.
Mr. Speaker, we're all aware, sadly, that the Prime Minister has a litany of racist, sexist and homophobic remarks, but to the detriment of our national interest, it seems that some of his foul-mouthedness has now caught up with him. In particular, his derogatory remarks of President Obama being part Kenyan with...
Order. Unfortunately, it's going to be linked to the question that's been asked. Right, well, better get there quickly, please.
It definitely is, Mr. Speaker. It seems that his foul-mouthedness has now caught up with him. In particular, his derogatory description of President Obama being part Kenyan with an ancestral dislike for the British Empire,
Order! I'm sorry. It has to be linked to the trade question. This is completely off beam. I'm sorry, but we've got to stick to the question. As important as the matter is, and quite rightly, you wish to get out. This is not the question to do so. I'm sorry. Well, I've got to make the judgment, and the judgment so far it's not. We're wasting time for the members.
Okay. So there are two ways of looking at this. You could say the MP was wrong because he wasn't asking a question. He wasn't talking directly about the trade question that the Speaker was talking about. So he was wrong there. But on the other hand, if you think about it, and I've shown you numerous examples of when a member of the Labour Party or the SNP or any opposition party ask a question and it's directed at, it's directed at Boris Johnson or Jacob Rees-Mogg or Matt Hancock or anyone else in the cabinet, they don't answer the question. They respond by talking about something else. They talk about how the opposition party are a disaster, or how devolution is a disaster, or they start talking about something that's not related to the actual question, or they use the moment to grandstand, to say, look at what great things we have achieved, and ignore the question. So imagine a situation where you're always asking somebody a question and they never actually answer the question, and they use the opportunity to talk about themselves, or to talk about something unrelated to the topic that you're asking, or to actually criticize you, then what's the point in asking questions? I understand that the Speaker of the House is more like not even like a moderator, because a moderator would actually intervene and say, no, you have to answer the question. Prime Minister, you have to answer the question. Or if the Prime Minister lies, no, that's not actually true. I know the Speaker of the House doesn't have the power to intervene and tell Boris Johnson, for example, please answer the question, or please tell the truth. I'm not sure why that's the case, but it's the case. So if you're facing a scenario where you're not going to get a response, then you might as well just deliver a speech on how horrible Boris Johnson is. Because at the end of the day, if you were to ask a question, it wouldn't be responded to. Let me know in the comment section, guys, who you think was correct here. Do you think the Speaker was correct, or do you think the Labour MP was correct? As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.